Okay. So before we even get started, I'm just super passionate about this. Well, actually, let me just put my screen on. I'm going to share my screen with y'all because I made a little PowerPoint just because it's easier and I love pictures, and I think pictures do a lot better than me just sitting here chatting about it. So my transition to like a healthy, more natural life. And first of all, I'm just going to go into kind of the reasons why I did switch to this. And so, my story, I went to college, was a runner, got my master's in nutrition, exercise physiology, all the things that you'd think I would know, all like how to feel my best. Became a dietitian, created my own business, everything. But then something changed. And even though I had all the information and education, I didn't have all the answers. And what's changed was I tried out birth control. And I've been talking about this on my Instagram stories a lot, but I tried out birth control for the first time. And, these are the kind of things that started happening, anxiety, continual feelings of stress, digestive issues, moodiness. Literally was crying every single day, or every other day at least. Low sex drive, I joke about that because it was same parental marriage in May. Maybe it was a good thing, but it was still concerning knowing that I don't want that to be the case long term. And then just nutrition deficiencies. I got my blood work done, all the different things. And so just kind of going into the background of that, because I know a lot of people were kind of interested in that part, but I mean, there's reasons why birth control can do this. It's not just happen that way. But basically the pill disrupts your normal hormonal production based on creating synthetic hormones of estrogen and progesterone, and basically tricks your body into thinking that you're constantly pregnant or pregnant all month long, which is why, sure, best case scenario, we probably shouldn't, any of us should be on it. But I mean, a lot of us are, just because it's convenient. And so, what happens because of that? Well, because of it, the excess estrogen liver can't clear, then you're going to have estrogen dominance, which creates anxiety, weight gain, mood swings, tender breasts, and so many other things. A rise in your sex hormone binding globulin, or SHBG, makes a drop in testosterone, which also disrupts your mental clarity, energy, healthy bones, confidence, and your sex drive, because clearly a drop in testosterone, that's what all men have so much more of than us, which is why they have such higher sex drives for the usual part. It shuts down your normal hormonal production. Liver needs more nutrients to metabolize synthetic hormones and filter estrogen. So then you're having nutrition deficiencies because of that, and excess hormones affecting your gut bacteria leads to just gut issues in general. So then you get off the pill. Well, I got off the pill thinking everything was going to be great then. And then there's this thing called post-birth control syndrome, which I didn't know about until I did it. But then all this other stuff happens and you're still dealing with everything. So basically, long story short, I was on the struggle bus. I was not feeling good. And I needed to change things. So I had always used a couple oils, and that was like lavender for just like stress and sleep, like late at night, and peppermint like on my tummy, or anytime I had like a little drop underneath my tongue when I had just an upset stomach. But I never had really dived much into it, and I really didn't know all the uses that there could be for it. But I knew I needed to do something different. And my friend at that time introduced me to Young Living. She started talking about all the different uses for oils and even their other natural products. And then that's when my journey for Young Living began, from just like a push of a good friend. And this is kind of what I got in my little premium starter kit. Like I said, it comes with a little of the Ningxia juices, hand sanitizer, all natural cleaner, and then so many different oils and uses, which we're going to go over. But today we're just going to chat about like what you can be doing for hormonal balance and gut health, because clearly that was my story and why I started first using the products. So the Young Living products that can really help both of those things that are so common nowadays, but also the other all-natural products that are available. And then, of course, going quickly over the oils. I don't want to waste too much of everyone's time. So I am not going to like go too much in depth into that, but then I'm going to go into the business side as well. So first, signs of unhappy hormones. The endocrine system. The endocrine system is made up of a network of glands. These glands secrete hormones to regulate many bodily functions, including growth, metabolism, tissue. You can read this. I don't want to like have to read this to you, but it affects a lot basically. And so, given all of that, we want to make sure that we have a good endocrine system, because that's going to also tame the hormonal productions. And so signs of unhappy hormones, increased anxiety, low energy, fatigue, difficulty sleeping, excessive hunger, low libido, fertility issues, all these different things. And I'm sure as you just read through this list, whether it's you or somebody you probably can pinpoint somebody that could probably, use some hormonal balance products. And so as I keep going through this, whether it relates directly to you or not, just know that like if you're interested in the business side, which I'm pretty sure most of you who are on this call are, thinking about, wow, like I know people that I could help by being on the business side and introducing them to these things. So just second, who is Young Living and why do I stand behind them? So they're the world leader in essential oils. They've been harvesting and distilling oils for over 20 years. It was created by Gary D. Young as a small family business. And what I love is that it still has stayed a family business. They are still in the business, which I love. And they have this thing called Sea to Seal, which is basically just a promise for their oils being totally pure. So much so that you can like discern ones that are meant to be ingested can be, which most people say like essential oils aren't safe to do that. Well, the ones that are meant to be ingested, they can be because of the Sea to Seal promise. And I was just even looking through all of their magazines, and they break down the exact farms they get their essential oils from and everything. I love that. I think like, first of all, family businesses, totally up my alley. Second of all, the fact that they're so open and just like transparent about all like where exactly they're getting them is awesome to me. So, also a lot of people, I'm just going to like go straight into the fact that Young Living is an MLM, which is a multi-level marketing company, which a lot of people are like, I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. And I totally felt that way. And so why would I choose to stand behind Young Living? Well, when people shifted my mindset on MLMs, the fact is that, yeah, money is actually not going to marketing because us as the people that are in it are marketing it for them. So the money's actually going into, yes, our pockets, but it's, to help families with financial freedom, to get their kids in school, to help mom and dad pay the bills, all this different stuff. And so when I saw them, when I kind of shifted my mindset from that, it's not like the money's going to evil purposes. It's that people that are super passionate and really using it are standing behind it, marketing it. So instead of money going to the marketing side of things, it's going, we're getting to earn it. And not only are we getting to get money, but honestly, like we're able to help other people also create financial freedom. And I think that's amazing. I know so many people on my team, just my upline alone, just to throw a couple numbers out there, is making over $30K a month on this. And so that's the potential. She's been in it for a little under 2 years. And and so I just kind of like clearing out that mindset, because I know that, the MLMs, if you know anything about them, usually you have a bad taste in your mouth about them. And I did too. So I just wanted to kind of say like why, I chose them. But oils, what are oils? Do I even know what oils are? Well, if you don't, they can be used for multiple different reasons, for aromatic, for internal, for topical, so many different things. And I'm going to go over like the starter kit ones in a little bit, just to kind of show you some uses, but there are so many uses for it. But like I said in the beginning, like this is so much more than oils. We have like natural cleaning products, which if you have, the one thing I want you to do, if nothing else tonight, is download the Think Dirty app and then scan the products that you're currently using. And let me tell you, most of them are not clean. And I honestly, I can't say I cared that much a long time ago, or even a little recently, until I started not feeling well myself. And then I realized things had to change. And so, I downloaded that Think Dirty app, and I was scanning things, and I was like, oh my goodness, every single piece of makeup I have, all the cleaning products I have, everything. And what I love is, especially if you're a mom, the cleaning products, it says like if ingested by like a kid, to just like drink a lot of water, and it has like a protocol for it, but it's not like, oh, you're going to die because that was bleach. And so it's cool to like know that this is a company that I'm going to love long-term and align with long-term, because when I have kids, I'm going to want safe products around, because who knows, kids can get into anything. They also have makeup. They have all natural makeup. And so that's amazing. I actually haven't tried that side yet, but I'm super excited to do that. And then they have all different kinds of like supplements on the adult side and the kids side. And so there's just so many different things. But going into, just like hormonal health and the products that kind of help me with that, common deficiencies from, say, birth control, what I was on and what I was dealing with, are B vitamins, zinc, magnesium, vitamin C, vitamin E, selenium. And then, of course, you have that estrogen dominance. You need to like rid that excess estrogen if you're getting off the pill. And you just need to detox your liver. So those are the things that I realized. And then when I was researching Young Living, realized like the products that could align with that. So, diet-wise, I don't really want to go into any of this, because I'm not sure if even anyone that's specifically on the call right now is dealing with this, but I will send out the replay in case you really want to go through the actual protocol if you're actually going through this yourself. But I just want you to know that I did my research on all of this, and I was trying to figure it all out myself. And so, yeah, there's definitely good food that you can do for your diet to help with hormone health and gut health. But there's always supplements too. And a lot of times you have to implement supplements nowadays with how our diet is. I, as a dietitian, wish I could say just food alone. But unfortunately, with our processing and just our environment and how much we absorb nowadays, a lot of times we do have to supplement. So whether you're on or off birth control, some things to really help with hormonal balance if you think your hormones might be out of whack. A B complex, so Young Living has a super B. A probiotic, so Life 9 by Young Living. It is dietitian approved. It has the amount of strains and the different like millions, billions of bacteria in it that I look for as a dietitian. Vitamin C, so they have super C chewables, which are super yummy. They have zinc, so zinc's another one you need to supplement with. And then Sleep Essence, it's just a natural sleep aid, but a lot of times when your hormones are out of whack, you have trouble sleeping. I know I did, and so that was another one. And then liver support, so definitely needing to support that liver, and they have a Juvatone supplement to really help that. And then if you're not on if you're on birth control, you can't take these because it really contradicts it. But this does help balance out your hormones. So if you decide to go off of it, or if you're just not on it and you really want to make sure your hormones are prime, these 4 things can be really good. And that's Endoflex, Progestins Plus, Sclerescence, and then Dragon Time. So like I said, these are kind of the pictures of them, just because I'm a picture person. I want you to visualize things. But there's the Super B, the Super C, the liver support, the Juvatone, all of that kind of good stuff. And then the Life 9 probiotics. And then another thing, which I have right here actually, Digest is an essential oil, and really helps with digestion. I'm going to go into like the ways you can use that. But if you have any kind of digestion issues, or think like, oh, I just ate a big meal and I need help digesting things, this along with enzymes can be really helpful. So along with that, just hormonal health, the things that I mentioned just recently, the Progestins Plus, Sclerescence, Dragon Time, Endoflex, all of these things can be super helpful when it comes to balancing out your hormones. Now, why is that? What do they really do? They say, like one of my uplinks said this about Progestins Plus: you may now resume regularly scheduled life. Homes are safe, husbands are happy, because like we should all have our hands on this as women. And it really talks about, just how this has progesterone, yes, in it, but it also has vitamin E, and it's formulated with the essential oils of frankincense, bergamot, and then peppermint. And then the primary benefits of this are just naturally occurring, or naturally encourages the body's optimal balance, absorbs more quickly than other progesterone supplements, and you don't have to cycle the application use of it. And then anyone who should be using this: menstruating females above the age of 12, pre- and postmenopausal women seeking natural balance, and then just women looking for a calming sleep aid. So 4 drops on your wrist every night is what is very helpful to be doing with this. Sclerescence, that's another one. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, to be honest, because I've always just said it in my head, but I'm just going to go with that. But it supports your normal glandular functions and can be helpful in supporting just women's health in general and hormonal health. It's the oils of clary sage, peppermint, sage, and fennel. And so this is something that can be really good to be rolled on your ankles every night to really help just promote balance in your hormones. Endoflex, I'm gonna go here. So Endoflex is another one. Here's just more pictures of them because I'm a picture person. So Endoflex is really interesting, and people like to call it like the personal trainer. So in January, like, I love giving examples that are real life examples. But in January, many begin working out, huge goals to become fit and consistent, but they run out of steam in matters of weeks. Those who typically find more success are those who have accountability through a partner or personal trainer. They need help finding what works for their bodies so that they can be strong for their unique body types. Many also have goals to be healthier and have more energy. They're going to eat well, sleep more hours, lose weight, and get moving, but their bodies have forgotten how to do these things. They have individual experiences and baggage that mean their endocrine systems need a spotter to be sure to get stronger instead of burning out or hurting themselves as they work to heal. So people always say, like, Endoflex is your personal trainer. It really helps support your thyroid function, hormones, metabolism, adrenals. This oil blend just really kind of helps put all the pieces of the puzzle together. And it combines spearmint, sage, geranium, myrtle, and then chamomile, nutmeg, and sesame seed oil, and all of those have like a lot of different benefits to it. So what a lot of people do is they just daily roll it over their thyroid area, their kidneys, their feet. It's also Endoflex Vitality is often dropped underneath your tongue or taken in a capsule as well. And so a lot of people pair this, and one of my friends even said she has a roller in hers, and she just rolls it over her thyroid every single day. And then there's a few others. I'm not going to go into huge things, but this one on the left, it's an oil created especially for women to just enhance the feminine nature and provide a relaxing experience. This romantic, it's a romantic blend, and like, I'm kind of excited about this like during my marriage time, but it has like a seductive scent, they say, and it really just helps with, they say it even like helps increase the, enhances your evening with like your man and stuff, and just really helps when you have low sex drive or anything like that to really help that area. And then Dragon Time. So this one is really good for when you're on your period. And this one is, a blend of really helping you during moodiness. It can help with cramping. So a lot of people will use it with a carrier oil and put it on their abdomen or lower back for relief with cramping, or they diffuse it for emotional support, or they add 2 to 4 drops in their bathtub at night. But it can be really good for when, you are on that time of the month and you need some help and we need some emotional support. I know I need emotional support a lot during that time. So gut health, this is a huge one. And whether you have issues or not, everybody should be on a probiotic, honestly, with how nowadays is. And so this is something that you should definitely be able to see whether it's yourself or other people taking. But you know, happy gut, happy life. So signs of imbalanced gut flora, there are so many different things, but constipation, intestinal gas, excessive bloating, diarrhea, bad breath, hormonal problems, PMS complaints, you know, so many different things, candida overgrowth, fatigue, just feelings of discouragement, hair and skin dullness, anemia, vitamin D deficiencies, high cholesterol, so many different things. And there's so many people out there suffering with this. I think, I forget the stat of it, but there is a huge percentage of people that, you know, suffer with imbalanced gut flora, and just, you know, with how our food is processed nowadays and just our environment, it's really hard to have optimal gut, just like a gut microbiome, without supplementing. And so that's where Life 9 comes in, and that's the probiotic. And I kind of already talked about that, but it really is something that everyone should be on. And then Digest, I just talked about that a little bit as well. But Digest, 1 drop in your water, I don't really do that much because it is super strong. But you can drop 1 drop underneath your tongue, or also 1 to 2 drops in coconut oil and just rub right on your belly. But it really can help relieve digestive problems, indigestion, and it's a blend of ginger, anise, fennel, peppermint, tarragon, so many different things that are really good for you. And then the last one is the digestive enzymes. This is, again, another really good one. If you feel like you're just like not digesting meals well, or like honestly, I just keep digestive enzymes on me at all times, because whenever I'm gonna have a big meal, I know to just like chew or like swallow like a digestive enzyme at that time. So digestive enzymes can be really good too. And I won't go into too much. I could go in like hours on both hormonal health and gut health. But right now I really just want to kind of go over the products a little bit and give you an idea. Comfort Tone is another one that can really support gut health. Again, I could go on forever about all of these, but I'm just going to kind of give you a rundown of this really quickly. And then so number 3 is just really like the more than oil side and starting your own journey. So like I showed you earlier, you know, they have so many different products. There's so many cool uses, like you'd never think, but like a watermelon spritzer, just add like the lime, you know, vitality in there, or a DIY glass and mirror cleaner. There was a dry shampoo recipe that I put on my Instagram story the other day. There's a goo remover DIY. There's just so many different things you can do with these things outside of just diffusing. A lot of people feel like you just diffuse oils and that's it, and it's kind of weird, and it's one of those like all natural, like only weird people kind of do that stuff. And there's so many different uses for them, and they're incredible ways to just really help change your household to a more all natural state and really help your health as well. So what does the premium starter kit look like? So I have all the oils actually right here. But you get like all of these different oils, plus, so you get Stress Away, Digest, oh, something just dropped. You'll get all of these oils, and then you'll also get like the Thieves Cleaner sample, and then some of these juice samples, and then the hand sanitizer and special little roller caps. And so just really quickly going into it, but I'm not going to go through all the oils in terms of exactly what they do, but just a couple little uses. Lemon, you know, it enhances the, like, you never even think about it this way, but lemon, you can add it to your food or your water to just kind of add flavor. And it's a key ingredient in the Thieves. And it really helps with immunity and just inner defense. And so peppermint supports GI, promotes healthy bowel function, supports normal digestion, is a key ingredient in the Digest oil I was talking about earlier. And these are all ones you'd get if you signed up for the premium starter kit. Frankincense, it's topical or aromatic, diffused for grounding, used for massage after activity, helps your skin with the appearance of like looking smooth. And then Thieves is literally one of my favorite things. It smells so good. It smells like fall, and I add just a drop in my smoothies even, and it's really delicious. But it really helps with immunity. So not only are you getting a delicious flavor if you do that, but you're getting some immune boosting. And then you can also just diffuse it. You can use it for so many different things. But a lot of people take this every day, whether it's in a capsule form or just putting it in something, because it really helps with your immunity. Flex oils are just ones that if one of the other oils is missing because it's out of season or something, you could get one of these. I actually got the citrus fresh in mine, but these are all really good for so many different uses. Digest, I talked a lot about it. I'm not going to go into it anymore. But a really cool use for it would just be to add 2 to 3 drops to honey to it and then take it for digestion. Panaway. Panaway is a great one. I love it. I actually have my roller cap on it right now because it's good for sore muscles after a workout. And it really helps with healthy skin coloration. And it has a really great aroma too, but I honestly use it for my muscles. And then there's Raven, there's Stress Away. I don't want to, again, go into too much of these and take too much of your time, so we'll get at night already. But starting the journey with essential oils. So if you're interested at all, I say so much more in my on my website, freshandhealthy.com/youngliving. But what is a premium kit? Number one, you're getting it's $160, but you're getting $300 worth of essential oils, and you're getting the diffuser, which I have diffusing. Can you see it? Wait, oh, right there. So you're getting the diffuser, you're getting the oils, you're getting just so like some of the starter packets, all the things that it really takes to just learn about the company more and also learn about what oils can do for you. Like I said, I had only used a few of them, and when I got all these oils, I was so overwhelmed and was like, I don't even know how to use these. I don't know if I need them. But I started quickly with how our team is so helpful and how our team really educates you. Whether you do the business or not, when you join our team, you get to be put in the Facebook groups where you are just really educated. And the people that are already in it, Christy can attest to this, but there's so much great information. There's a huge team of supportive women that are ready to help you. And all of this, of course, you're saving money based on just getting all these oils for $160. Plus, whenever you, say you decide to go on the business side, every time you sign someone up, you get $50 to $75. So have 2 people, if you truly believe in it and you talk about it and you get 2 people, that's already making your money back. And whether you actually want to make a business of this and get residual passive income, or you just want to get your oils for free every month, there's potential for anything. And no matter what your goal is, I'm here to help you do that. And Christy's here to help you do that because she's on my team too. And my upline is here to help you do that. And so a lot of people say, wow, $160 is a lot. Or just spending money on oils. I don't know about that. And I totally get that. Right now I'm in the process of switching over to all natural things, and I'm not doing it overnight. But what I like to say, and what a lot of my team says, is the ditch and switch method. So slowly ditching products that you're buying from other places and just switching to Young Living. So you're not actually spending any extra money every month, but you're really just switching to the products that you would buy. So, if you're a mom, they have all these baby products and baby wipes and stuff that you need tons of every month. But for me, maybe I don't need any more oils, but maybe I need new makeup, or maybe I need new shampoo and conditioner, or maybe I need more house cleaner because I'm switching over to that. So there's always something, and probiotics, I'm going to need those every single month, and that's already, $30-ish of, my order every single month. And so I don't want to go too much into the logistics of it unless you're personally interested in it. But basically you do have to spend, to be on the business side, the essential rewards, which is where you get 24% off of all the products and everything, and you're on the business side, so you're able to join our community, you're able to make income yourself with it. Basically your way of getting into that is to spend $100 a month on your customized package. So every month can be different. But you do have to invest in that. Now, like I said, that's why we do this ditch and switch method, because I do not want you just paying $100 worth of random stuff that you don't need or that you don't actually use. I want this to become a lifestyle for anyone who ends up doing this. And I want this to just be ditching stuff that you're already buying from other places and switching to Young Living. But the community, the community, whether you're on the business side or not, is amazing. MLMs can be weird and annoying. And if you've ever been reached out to people, I know I've been reached out to by so many Beachbody coaches and stuff. And so, just knowing that when I joined this and I got into the Facebook group and instantly was emailed and Facebook messaged by 3 different girls, just welcoming me, asking me how they can help, all this stuff. I knew that I was in like a good family. And our team is the fastest growing Young Living team. Like I said, my upline has only been in it for 2 years, and she is making over 30K a month. And as she's an influencer, her upline's an influencer, and I'm kind of an influencer. And so that also gives you a kind of a heads up among other people, because basically we can, I don't want to get too much into it, but we can stack people into you. So if we're not going to put people directly underneath us, we stack them under people underneath us in their family, in their tree. So it still benefits us, but it's just giving you guys people too. So even if you're not personally getting a ton of people to sign up underneath you, we're kind of helping you that because we have such high volume of people. And so that's kind of like the rundown of that. It is like I said, it's a business I love. I'm just slowly switching over to all natural products. And if you are interested in it, definitely, if you're like a friend of Christy's, talk to her, or me, definitely, I'm always here available too. Or, just, ask me any questions about this. I know that there can be so many hesitancies to this or so many different things, but I was just telling Christy about this before I got on this call, but I was just like the last 24 hours, I've been going through that Facebook group and honestly learning more than I've ever learned about healthy living than I think I ever have in school in my master's, because just so many people are so informed on that. And they just like post about one product in a whole long Facebook post about like what the science is of it, what's, maybe not science-based, but what's working for them, all this different stuff. And it's just super amazing to be a part of that. And I feel so educated. And like, I just personally am so in love with the fact that I know long-term I can stand behind this, because at every season of my life, this is going to be something that is really amazing for me to be using. And we have, if you join the business side, we actually have a whole mentorship e-course, and Christy can also talk on this, but there's a whole e-course that you go through that helps you succeed. And this is not for all Young Living people. This is for our team only. But we have a whole online course that my upline has made that helps you from just utilizing the products, opening up your kit, how to use them, all the things to the business side and how to grow that if that's an interest to you. And you're introduced to tons of different Facebook groups that are really helpful. But it's just a great opportunity. And this is something I took from the Facebook group, because the commissions were posted, and she said she posted this photo in the Facebook group post, and then she said, like, anyone comment down below how your life has been changed. And someone said this in the comments, and I quoted it because I loved it and I took it from the comment section. But it said, for the last 2.5 years, we have been making payments on my daughter's 2 brain surgeries and multiple MRIs. On Friday, we made our last payment of $400 to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. All of our payments in the last 1.5 years were made with my Young Living commission checks. This is in addition to it paying for my products each month, and I get a little. Love this, and I get a lot. I think that's meant to be a lot. Love this business and all it does for families, Lindsay. And so that's just like one of the examples of what, if you go on the business side, the things that it can do for you. Now, maybe that's not your circumstance, but what is it going to pay for? Maybe you're a student and maybe you just need some extra money. Maybe you're really wanting to just get away from that other job you're doing. Maybe it's just going to be a fun side hustle where you're surrounded by a ton of women and it's exciting because you're building a business. It's not only helping you, but helping other people. Whatever that is for you. But I love this, the top 20 paying jobs versus Young Living. And like even things like an anesthesiologist, OBGYN, all those people, they're making anywhere from like 107K a year or so. It goes down from there. Well, Royal Crown Diamond, which is the top tier of Young Living makes $1 million, almost $2 million. Crown Diamond makes almost $1 million. Diamond makes almost $500,000. Platinum, is well over 6 figures. And so the initial investment is literally just 160 starter kit, and that is your potential. And no, it's not going to happen overnight. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, but it's building a business that you love, standing behind products that you love, starting to get to use them, just buying that premium starter kit, telling yourself, I'm going to give myself 3 months to really see if I can get this going. I'm going to invest in this starter kit. I'm going to give myself 3 months to be paying that $100 for essential rewards, to be keeping on the business side. And then, we'll reevaluate if some things aren't working. But I know once you start it and you just start using the products, it's going to be so much easier. It's so easy for me to talk about it because I don't feel weird. I don't feel like I'm pushing on people. I just feel like, wow, this is stuff that I love and that I can really stand behind, whether it's because I'm a health professional or just somebody that loves living a healthy life. And so, that's just kind of like the potential. And so just like asking yourself, like, if you do the business side, like, what is your why? Like, maybe it's financial freedom or being debt free. Maybe it's just giving more. Maybe it's more security, residual income. Maybe it's just pursuing your dreams and passions and being able to step away from your 9 to 5. Maybe it's freeing your husband up from the job he hates. One of the people above me, Casey, her husband was like head of this financial company, doing all these things, and his dreams were my job. And then all of a sudden realized he wasn't getting the promotions he was meant to. He was working himself tired. She's growing this little side business on the side, and soon enough he walked into his boss's office and was just like, I'm quitting. And his boss was like, well, what are you gonna do if you quit? And he was like, joining my wife in her oils company. And and his boss was like, what? What are you talking about? And if you join the business side, I can send you the link to the video because he did a whole speech on this. And it's so funny, but even as somebody that is so into numbers and everything, he's really helpful in, if you do have a spouse or a significant other that might have to get on board with this for you to do it. Yeah, his video is so good on convincing why you should give this a shot because it's so worth it. And this is only going to grow. Our society is so much about, how can I get back to a healthier place, and all these different fake and artificial stuff out there. It's just really hard to, really feel your best anymore. Do we even know what that feels like anymore? And I think everyone's coming back now to their roots of let me get back to all natural stuff. Let me go back to my roots. Let me start implementing this. And, I'm sure that just through this presentation, you have thought of somebody in your head, whether it's yourself or somebody else or both, that could probably benefit from some of these products or just hasn't been feeling their best. Someone that has hormonal imbalances. I know when I shared about hormonal imbalances on my Instagram story, I was not expecting for that many people to care. And so many people were blowing up my DMs talking about, oh my goodness, thank you for talking about this. I am going through the same thing. And so there's so many people, whether they're talking about it and voicing it or not, that are struggling with these things. And thinking about the fact of, even if you don't need the extra money, but you want to help other people to help your life, either way, it can be such a good opportunity. So, if clearly you can go to freshandhealthy.com/youngliving if you want to learn more. But also I just kind of want to answer any questions you guys might have, because I know I just said a lot, and I know I went through both product side and just quickly the business side. But do you guys have, who are on the call right now, have any questions initially that I can answer and just kind of provide any clarity on?
I had a question about your birth control story and switching over to your hormones, because I find that really interesting. I was on birth control for a little while, and I was breaking out in hives really bad, so I had to get off of it completely. Since I've been off it though, I feel a lot better. But what's a good way to, I guess, determine if you kind of need that sort of supplement and oils? Because I like that it's topical too.
Yeah, so there's there's topical, aromatic, and everything. But basically, if you're experiencing any of that kind of stuff, like the digestion issues, the fatigue, the low sex drive, the acne, the any kind of experiencing of any of that kind of stuff, or if like you're just not able to lose weight, like you're trying to do all the right things. I had two clients that were doing all the right things and was not losing weight, and I had both of them do like blood work and check their hormones, and sure enough, both of them had thyroid issues and hormonal imbalances. And so whether it's that, or whether it's just not feeling your best in any way, shape, or form, like any of the symptoms I kind of went over quickly in the beginning, that can kind of be the thing. And so many people swear, like in the Facebook group, like if you ever join, like you'll see, there are so many people that even post like starting to feel their best again. They continue to use that daily and roll that stuff on their wrist and on their ankles every night because they just feel their best and they want to stay balanced. And with our environment nowadays, it is so easy to have your hormones messed up. And when our hormones are not happy, we are not happy, and probably no one in our house is happy as well. And so really just, working, like realizing, like, even if I'm not feeling terrible, like I, now have kind of come out of some of the things feeling a little bit better, whether it's just supplementing. And that's another thing, I kind of went over it, but if you're still on birth control, there's still some things that you should be supplementing with because it drains your nutrients. So like the probiotic and the zinc and the vitamin C, vitamin E, all that stuff is stuff, even if you are still on birth control, are things that you should be supplementing with. And then if you're off birth control and you're just trying to balance your hormones or you're just trying to feel better. But like I said, when I shared my story, so many people, from even many strokes people had based on birth control. But hives was one of them too. Just feeling like low energy, feeling super moody, cranky, feeling super like anxious all the time. There were so many stories that people shared with me. And it's just crazy how many people, whether it's being voiced or not, birth control isn't that old. And so we're kind of the guinea pigs still of going through it. And so unfortunately, we don't really know the long-term effects. And now we're starting to see what it kind of does. And so whether, I think the two biggest areas of health right now when it comes to things that are going on and issues are gut health and hormonal health. Especially as women. We have a lot of gut issues just being women. And so both of those things are the things that first initially attracted me to Young Living. And then I started realizing all their other products, and I've just fallen in love. And I know that it's, a long-term thing for me. So I don't know if that answered your question, but really just look at symptoms, yes, but also just knowing that even if you're not experiencing crazy symptoms or you don't have the same birth control story as me, that you can still, really be like, it can still be really good to be supplementing with these kind of things just to kind of keep you balanced. And even if it's just like not for balancing your hormones and progesterone, progesterone or estrogen or anything, but you're feeling like, oh my gosh, it's my time of the month and I'm dying. There's things for your cramps and things just to keep you and your moodiness kind of at bay, because we all know that it all comes off on everyone else around us. So things like that. Like I said, there's so many different products, and I like with the probiotics, even whether it's birth control problems or not, everyone in my, for me and in my opinion, should be on a probiotic. What other questions are there? I know I've said a lot tonight, and I also know it's late for a lot of people, so you're probably like, get me off this call. But if you do have, does anyone have any other questions at all? Okay. So basically, if you want, I'm going to send out a follow-up email to everybody just of the recording and also the link to sign up for whether you're just wanting to be a customer of it or whether you want to be on the business side. If you want to be on the business side, the premium starter kit or one of the starter kits is the way you have to go. for just being a customer. The thing I do want to say is that being you want to select the option of being the customer that's going to get the deals and the 24% off and everything, not like the normal customer that doesn't get any of that, because there's no benefit to you with doing that, and it's just silly. And you don't have to buy a starter kit necessarily if you just want to be a customer. And also there's no, like, once I get on the business side and I invest in the starter kit, if I hate it or if I don't see myself promoting this, that I'm stuck with it. Like, at any time you can be like, never mind. And so that's the best thing. Like, there's no like, oh, like, I don't believe it anymore, but I still have to like stand behind it. So like, know that, like, I would say like give it 3 months to like try it out. And if you want to be on the business side of it, we are here to help you succeed and reach your goals, whatever that may be. Like, whether that's like totally like, let's get to platinum, let's get to diamond, or whether that's, I just want to like get my oils for free and maybe get some other people on board because I think that they could benefit from it. Whatever that is, we have all the resources. And even if you have little time, you know, I'm running a whole different business as well. And so I don't have that much time, but with all the resources they personally give you, you know, you really don't need that much time. All it is using products that you love and talking to it about friends of yours, and all that. Like I said, to get to the highest rank of diamond, you only need 6 people underneath you directly. And then after that, they have people underneath them too. And you need 6 strong legs. That's all you need. So if you can get 6 people underneath you that are going to run with the business side, you could totally get to the, you know, $1 million rank or more. And so just know that it's not like, oh, I have to be an influencer, or I have to have a ton of followers for this to be successful. There's a ton of people that have, you know, less than 1,000 followers and are killing the game with this on our team, just based on connecting with a few people that they know are going to run with it. And so the biggest thing I would say is, if you are interested in the business side, is to sit there and be like, even just 2 people, like, to get started, let me think of 2 people that I would love to do the business with, that I would love to grow with myself, and that I would love to just be like, hey, I'm trying this out. I'm going on this journey. I thought of you. I thought it'd be fun to grow together. Let's do this together. And then guess what? If you get 2 people underneath you that already comps your premium starter kit anyways, so your, you know, net is 0, and you're ready to go because you have 2 people underneath you growing now. And so that's kind of how I started out, to like not get super overwhelmed with it. But that's just something to think about. And so, like I said, I'm going to send out a follow-up email with the link and with the replay. But if you have questions and you like don't ask them on here, or if you're watching the replay and you didn't get time to ask questions, definitely email me anything. And then you can also just go to that link to learn a little bit more too. So let me take this off. But well, I'm glad that you guys popped on tonight. I know it's late, and I know it's a lot to just come on this call, and like, that shows a lot right there that you guys just showed up. And so thanks so much for taking your time tonight and listening to me rant on all these different things. I hope that at least you learned something, or at least you got some value out of it, whether or not you decide to join us or not. And I also hope that you guys come join our team, because it's amazing. And if you believe in this kind of stuff, if you truly, like, clearly if you don't believe in this kind of stuff, don't come on the team. I wouldn't want you to do it unless you feel like you could genuinely stand behind it. But if you do, or if you just want to start sampling the things out and start buying a couple products here and there, or just being a customer, and then maybe months down the road you think, okay, now I'm ready to like be on the business side, that's totally cool too. Because I think even if you just want to be a customer but you end up loving it, then why not, you know, share it with other people. So anyways, that's my spiel. And I'm going to let you guys go because I know it's getting late. It's almost been an hour. But if you have any questions whatsoever, email me for sure. Those of you that have my contact, totally reach out to me with your thoughts. And I will talk to you all later. I'll send that out. And I'm looking forward to hearing back from all of you guys and what your thoughts were.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Sarah.
Of course. Hope you guys have a good night.